Namaskar friends, myself Deepak Kumar Rath and I welcome you to the digital media of Uday India. Friends, today in India Things, I will speak about judicial hypocrisy. When judges escape the scrutiny, they demand for others. The discovery of a massive cash tax at the government bungalow of Delhi High Court Judge Yashwant Verma following a fire has once again exposed the glaring double standards within India's judicial system. Had such an incident involved a politician or a bureaucrat, the courts would have swiftly taken suo cognizance, ordered a CBI investigation or enforcement directed proof, and possibly even made arrests overnight. However, when the accused is a member of the judiciary, the response is markedly different. Merely a transfer with no serious inquiry. This selective application of justice raises fundamental questions about accountability and integrity within the very institution that is supposed to uphold these principles. The Indian judiciary often positions itself as the ultimate guardian of democracy and constitutional values, frequently reprimanding politicians, business leaders, even ordinary citizens for corruption. Yet, when its own members come under scanner, a convenient veil of silence is drawn, shielding them from very scrutiny they impose on others. The absence of a robust mechanism to investigate judicial corruption fosters a culture of impunity where judges are rarely held accountable no matter the severity of allegations against them. This is not an isolated incident. The history of judicial corruption in the India is replete with examples where serious allegations against judges have been brushed under the carpet. One of the most infamous cases was that of Justice P.D. Dinakaran, a former Chief Justice of Sikkim High Court who faced allegations of land grabbing and corruption. Despite mounting evidence, the judiciary took an inordinately long time to act, allowing him to resign and escape severe legal consequences. Such actions reflect a clear bias in favor of judicial officers, reinforcing the perception that the law is not the same for everyone. Another notorious case was that of Justice Soumitra Sen of the Calcutta High Court, who was found guilty of misappropriating funds as a court appointed receiver. While he became the first judge in the Indian history to be impeached by the Rajya Sabha, he preemptively resigned before the Lok Sabha could pass its motion, thereby retaining his post-retirement benefits. This pattern, where judges are allowed to quietly resign instead of facing criminal prosecution, shows how the judiciary often shields its own members from full-fledged legal consequences. Even judiciary's handling of corruption allegations against itself has been far from transparent. The case for judgment scam involving former Punjab and Haryana High Court Judge Nirmal Yadav exposed how money was allegedly being used to influence judicial decisions. Yet, despite the scandal making headlines, the case dragged on for years, highlighting the reluctance of the system to take decisive action against erring judges. Such instances demonstrate that while politicians and bureaucrats are frequently subjected to media trials, immediate investigations, and legal proceedings, judges enjoy an unspoken immunity. The judiciary's self-regulatory mechanisms like the in-house committee system have proven inadequate, often resulting in mere warnings, transfers, or coerced resignations instead of criminal trials. This lack of accountability erodes public trust in the judiciary, which is one of the pillars of democracy. If the courts continue to demand the highest levels of transparency and ethics from others while failing to implement the same standards within their own ranks, they risk losing their moral authority to adjudicate on issues of corruption and governance. It is imperative that India implements an independent judicial accountability commission empowered to investigate allegations of corruption and misconduct against judges without being influenced by the judiciary itself. Until such reforms are enacted, the selective application of justice will continue to mock the very idea of the rule of law, reinforcing the perception that in India judges sit above the law while preaching it to others. The discovery at Judge Yashwant Verma's residence should have been a moment for the judiciary to prove its commitment to accountability. Instead, its inaction has only reaffirmed the hypocrisy that plagues the system. That's all for today. Stay tuned with Uday India and subscribe to Uday India. Thank you.